So Pete, hi, back in the shed,
Hi, Ralph.
and here for another conversation
Yeah.
about what Intelligence Partners is up to. And
Yeah.
one thing I wanted to pick up on, last time you used the phrase new world buying, old world selling.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. This is something we've been seeing and feeling, not just us,
Yeah.
but I think, the planet basically. Anyone in B2B enterprise sales will be feeling this. So, old world selling, hasn't changed for 20 years. We're still selling the same way that we've done for decades, but the buyer is completely different. They have got access to the world's information, and they're able to make decisions without meeting people, without engaging people.
Yeah.
So at one level, you've got buyers with this highly sophisticated way of procuring information, analyzing it, ranking it, and then deciding who they engage with, and then reaching out. And often that reaching out is, most people know, is some sort of RFP or RFI or something along those lines. But you still got these sales organizations sort of producing content marketing programs based on light verticalization, persona type work, driving into those organizations, trying to bridge the gap. And It's just a chasm. It's a massive delta between what sales and marketing teams are pushing out and trying to communicate and where the buyer is. And so when you look at that whole frame of reference, you've got this thing called the buying maze. So old world selling still assumes that you've got one or two or three people that you're dealing with. You've got to influence a number of people's around job title. That's just garbage. I mean, anyone that's in enterprise sales now know that there's 8, 9, 10, 11 people in the decision process across multiple departments. It's stop, go, it's up, down. It's like snakes and ladders. It's not a linear sales process like it used to be. It's ever more complex, ever more sophisticated. And each of those buyers in the buying maze has different wants and needs, different types of information, ROI tools, presentations, support material, product literature, the list goes on, And the modern seller has to navigate that world. And what we're doing is we recognize that. So as opposed to this old world selling method of digital marketing,
Pushing
stuff out, great point, pushing, garbage out. That's meaningless often, or not relevant, which is why they're getting such poor return rates from this huge effort. The huge effort it goes into creating these
and expenditure.
This huge amount of cost, effort, and time in producing something that they're either expecting a proposal or a callback. It's just hallucination. It's madness. And we've observed this and been involved in it for many, many years, which is why Intelligence Partners is coming at it completely differently. We're about personalizing and contextualizing that buying maze. So we look at an organization, we understand the complexity in which it procures services, buys services, the way that influences things, and we try and identify what those needs and wants are of those individuals in the matrix. So we can constantly contextualizing it, making what our customers sell into those organizations relevant, timely, interesting, aligned to what they're trying to achieve. And when you look at this in the context of a funnel, the best way to look at it, old world selling, marketing, is kind of fill up the top of the funnel, with unqualified leads, and then you take them through a nurture and a qualify process down to proposal, down to deal. And that's kind of your mass market approach. Some companies are turning the funnel on its head, but it's still a process. What we're doing is we're taking our customers straight to the proposal phase of the funnel, because effectively we're creating unique conversations that are highly aligned to what that organization is trying to achieve, and you're disintermediating the whole new world buying process. You're actually turning it on its head. You're going straight to those influencers and decision makers and saying, we understand you're trying to achieve A, B, and C. We've got these components, these solutions that can help address those. We believe we can move the needle in this direction by X. Would you like to talk about it? And 9 times out of 10, the client's saying, wow, great effort. Yeah, of course, come on in and talk. And then when they're talking, they're saying, when we've got this idea and we've got this solution, we think if we piece this, and this together, we can achieve X. And the client say, okay, great, go produce a proposal.
So you're pulling the client to you rather than pushing endless stuff out, and it's just falling on deaf ears.
Exactly. It's this, we call it the push-pull effect.
Okay.
So, ever since content marketing was born, ever since digital marketing has been here, people have loaded up their, Eloquas, their platforms, whatever's, and they're creating campaigns, and they're hoping and praying that those campaigns will land. They don't. Invariably, it's a huge amount of effort and cost, and they return very little. We come at it completely differently, as I just explained. So it's kind of, we pull the executive into our customer's business by sending out very, very focused strategic conversations that are relevant, that are in context, and we bring them into the business. And what we're seeing is a massive engagement. We're seeing customers saying, well done, 8 out of 10 for effort. At least you've made the leap between trying to understand how we operate in our vertical, what our disruptions and challenges are, the stuff, the issues that we face, and then you're applying your technology to how you can help us address and navigate in our own world. And we're getting incredible results and feedback from our clients' saying, this is great. And so that's what we mean by, old world selling, new world buying. We believe we've got a solution that addresses the imbalance between those two things.
Wow, very powerful.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks,
All right.
Pete.
No worries,
Really
Ralph.
good.
Good. Chat next
Cheers.
time. See you.